you often wake up in the morning feeling a bit flat, not firing on all cylinders, not yet ready to take the world on? I used to feel a lot like that, but over the last couple of years, I've put together my own morning routine. Good morning. It feels comfortable for you, but get music you like. It might be trendy music. Take your shoes off. That really starts helping you physically and mentally get up to speed, feel better about the world, and go take the day on. So today, in today's episode of Life with Paul M, I'm going to break down 5 key things that I do in my morning routine, which isn't just going to boost you mentally, it's going to get you moving as well. This follows up on a 2-part episode I did about understanding mental health, what it means to me, where I used to be, where I am now, but more importantly, the tools I've used to get there. So I thought this would be a nice little follow-on, because as many as you probably feel and know, the morning and just after we wake up can be the most difficult time of the day. So for me, I've starting my day with gratitude. For anyone that's seen many of my episodes, you'll know that gratitude for me is the foundations to the house. You know, when you look at things through eyes of being thankful for the small things, then the rest of the world, what seems like the bigger things, melt away and all of a sudden don't seem quite important. So first thing I do, as I'm waking up in the morning, sometimes with my eyes still closed, I will say, thank you. Thank you for another day. Good morning. Thank you for another day. No, that's not really how I wake up, but I will wake up with my eyes still closed and say, thank you. Thank you for another day. Thank you for my daughter. Thank you for my fingers, my eyes. Thank you for my past, my present, my future. That's not happened yet. So it's about 45 seconds of just saying thank you for the tiny little things, because then you've already won the day. Anything else that happens, not really that important, is it? So we start with gratitude. Thank you for today. Thank you that I can say thank you. Not everybody's going to be so fortunate to have the opportunity to say that. I'll say thank you for my mental health, for my physical health. I'll say thank you for my past, my present, and for the future that's not yet happened. It might take me 30, 40 seconds, and I'll mix it up each day. As I might be thankful for my fingers as I start to move them, my toes as I start to move them, my mind as it starts to think. So many things. I'm thankful to the guardian angels up there that look after me. I'm thankful to me for my spirit, my soul that keeps moving forwards. So there's so many little things you can be thankful for. Really, really important for many of us, and I put myself in this one, is don't get stuck into your mobile phone. Many of us use our phones as alarm clocks. So we've got to look at the phone. I get that. But I think the first 30, 60, 90, 120 seconds are so important. If you start with gratitude, you're taking the first step forward. But then if we get bogged down in our phone for too long, then I don't think it helps. So listen, I still look at my phone, but it might be just 30 to 60 seconds, 70 seconds before I'm out of bed. If you can wait until you're out of bed before you look at your phone, maybe you brush your teeth then, and then look at it, result. But don't stay in bed, in my opinion, anything more than 60 seconds or so looking at your phone. Set yourself a limit, and you might get better and better at it. So what do I do once I've got out of bed? I then go straight in the bathroom, and before I even do anything else, before I even brush my teeth, I get some cold water. And bearing in mind, I love the heat. I don't like cold. I don't like cold water. Cold water, it wakes you up. It doesn't just wake you up physically, it wakes you up mentally. And I've learned over the years that there's something called the vagus nerve that kind of runs by the side of your neck below your ears, but it runs from your brain all the way down here, all the way into your stomach. And if you can get some cold water on your vagus nerve, but in general on your head, in the morning, freezing cold water on the neck in the vagus nerve really helps wake you up. It releases natural endorphins and a dopamine hit. Come on. Now I'm ready to take the day on. Come on. the world wakes up with you. You're almost resetting your nervous system. It works as a natural antidepressant. So there's loads of options here. You can just get some cold water in your hands, get it on the back of your neck, do that 3 or 4 times, get it on your face would be great. What I do is I've got a bath, so I lean over the bath and I get a shower head, and I just get the shower head on the freezing cold temperature, but you can start warm and get yourself used to it bit by bit. Get it on the back of the neck, and I do it for at least 10 seconds, and I might count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then get it there, and then again, optional, get it on your hair, wash your hair, or just get the cold water on your hair, get it on your face, whatever you're comfortable with. Maybe try and build up to 30 seconds, which is what I normally typically do. This whole process would take me longer than 30 seconds. But even if you're just doing 5 seconds or you're just getting cold water on the back of your neck, it's huge. It just resets everything. After that, movement. So, yes, great if you go for a run, great if you go for the gym, great if you do yoga, great if you do all these things, brilliant. Do them if you can. But for me, movement is more just about stretching. It's stretching the arms.
Action! Movement in the morning is so important to blow away those mental cobwebs. Literally 35, 45 seconds, that's all you need. Get moving. You can even tap yourself to get the circulation going. Get into your legs, get into your hips. Do whatever that feels comfortable for you, but get moving. And if you've got one of these bands, these are really good to help loosen up your shoulders as well. So get out of bed, get the blood going, and get ready to take the day on.
I'll probably put some little overlay of what kind of stretches I do. But I'm stretching my arms, I'm getting everything moving. I'm stretching my legs, stretching my hips, just shaking my arms around, maybe tapping my legs and my arms as well, type thing as well, to get the circulation moving. It doesn't matter what you do, you don't have to be physically strong or physically active. Do whatever suits you, but just get things moving. Again, it helps you physically, but also key thing here is mental, mental, mental. Gets you going mental. After that, straight away then, music. My dad used to say 2 things with medicine for life: laughter and music. Music for me, it helps give me energy. So I try and put something on in the morning, as early as possible, literally before I even do maybe, the movement and the cold water, just have it on in the background. And it's music with high tempo, it's music with energy, it's music that's going to help you feel that you want to move.
Action! Music in the morning, it's so important to recharge the battery. You might even want to start dancing a little bit. Exactly, this is what we do. Whatever music you like, it might be trendy music, it might be cheesy party music. Start the day with energy and take the world on with music.
Music that you might want to sing and join in with. Doesn't matter what it is, get something in there with a bit of a tempo, a bit of oomph that says, I'm ready for the world today, I'm taking it on. So get some music on. Probably put some overlays of some songs. But for me, it can be, cheesy songs. It can be It's a Wonderful World, Don't Worry, Be Happy. Anybody old enough remember the song Yaz? The Only Way Is Up. It can be, I think it's called D-Ream. Things can only get better. Um, there's loads of songs you can put on there. It don't matter what it is. It could be Nessun Dorma, a bit of Pavarotti. Who remembers that one? Just get something on there. And with that as well, linked to the movement and the music, if you can get outside as well, I started doing that only in the last kind of couple of weeks, trying to do this much more, is you come downstairs if you've got a back door or front door, whatever, you got to get out somehow, haven't you? Is get outside into the garden.
Getting outside in the morning, fresh air, a little bit of nature, and if better still, you can take your shoes off. They call it grounding, I believe. You just feel with the earth and nature. Couple of deep breaths in and out. Again, it just resets the nervous system for the day ahead. Let's start the day as positive as we can.
It might be just for 30 seconds, and it might be just a case of, already looks better, that doesn't it? 1 or 2 breaths. You might say thank you, whoever you want to say thank you to, you might want to say thank you. Take it to another level. Take your shoes off. Stand on the grass. We call it being grounded. I don't know. I buy into this. Anything that might work, that does work, that's somewhere in between. Why not? What am I losing? Not much. So maybe just stand on the grass for 20, 30 seconds. If you can do a few more minutes, great. There's other things you can throw in. Breath work. I quite often do this in the car. It's 60 seconds of breath work. This will be a case of, 30 to 60 seconds of that. And on your final exhale, like you're squeezing all the air out of a balloon. Try and hold your breath for as long as you can. It might be 15 seconds, it might be 30, 60, or even 90. I try and get towards about 60 to 70 seconds. And then after that, breathe in and hold it for anything up to 15 seconds. And you get this natural endorphins, feel good factor in the brain. And again, everything's moving. So you can do this while you're in bed in the morning. You can do it when you've got your routine for the morning done before you go to work. You can do it when you're driving. Be careful when you're driving. I'm not recommending that, but I'm saying that works for me because you don't want to pass out while you're driving. I've done it 50 times, never passed out yet. So again, the breath work comes in meditation. If you can do that, it's tricky, but the benefits are massive. Just slow down your mind. You can do something about setting your ideas for the day. What are you looking at? Maybe set yourself 3 little mini goals and targets that can be really easy. They don't have to be anything fancy, or just calm your mind. Even if you do it for 30 seconds, trust me, the benefits are massive. The final thing that I do is I put together a drink, again, that physically and mentally is going to help me. So there's a few variations that I do, but my go-to every single day.
My morning routine drink that helps boost me both physically and mentally to start the day. Done. A great way, mentally, physically, to start the day.
Is boil some water. Importantly, let it cool down for about 2 minutes. Didn't used to do this until recently. ChatGPT's been helping me. My ChatGPT is called Echo, by the way. Anybody else have a name for their ChatGPT? Stick it in the comments. Let the water cool down for 2 minutes. Get some fresh lemon. Squeeze some of that in. Get some ginger, which you can buy from the supermarket. Cut the bad bits off. Grate it. Chuck that in. Then get a little bit of honey, Manuka honey. And stick that in. Pour the water that's cooled for 2 minutes. Let that settle for 2 minutes, which I wasn't doing until recently because it needs to release everything from the ginger. And then get it down you. I'll have a pint glass that's probably about 500 mils. The benefits from this are massive. It helps with anti-inflammatory, which can help keep away all types of or many types of diseases and illness. It's a detox. It's helping flush out the toxins from your liver and your kidney. It's helping boost your immune system. The benefits are massive. First thing I have is that, and then I won't have anything else to drink or eat for at least 5 minutes. Typically, I don't actually eat till about midday, 1 p.m., 11 a.m. Again, it just gets things working. So, but then you can vary this drink with a couple of things. My options are, and I mix this in a second drink 10 minutes later. Let the water cool for 2 minutes when it's boiled. I put in things like Silogit. I put in a little bit of Manuka honey again. I put in moringa. I'll put the benefits on there. It's got so many different nutrients in. And what else do I put in? I think that's it. If there's anything else, I'll put it on there. So I then mix that together, just in a small amount of liquid. It might only be 50 mils. Doesn't taste the best, but you get used to it. But again, benefits are endless. So for me, this is my morning routine, and I don't get it right every single day. I don't do it every single day. We're all human, we're not robots, but I get it right most of the time. I'd say probably at least 80% of the time I will nail all 5 of those. Sometimes I'll do it 7 days out of 7. I'm trying to get my daughter into this routine a little bit, trying to show what works for me, what might work for her as she gets older. So morning routine is vital because then we can leave the day feeling mentally and physically more grounded, more central, more positive. So that when things happen in that morning, somebody's rude with their driving, you're checking a work email, you're getting a phone call from somebody, you're coming across somebody that's rude, rather than letting that throw you off track and undo all of your hard work, starting the day, this makes you feel stronger. If you remember the old Ready Brek TV commercial years ago for the porridge or whatever it was, there was a little boy that would come out of his house going to school covered in a glow. Very much how I think of myself, not just in the morning, but day to day, that I come across negativity, rude people, idiots, people that are, I maybe not their cup of tea, they're not my cup of tea. I'm not taking their energy. It's not getting in. You're not getting in. You're not on the list. I need to save my energy for myself and my energy for people I want to share it with and make a positive impact on that, to help them feel a little bit better about the world and themselves. Isn't that what life's about? So there we have it. I think I've kind of covered most things. The next episode coming up is going to be about understanding mental health for men. So that straight away might rule out 50% of everyone that's watching. But no, stay with me, because this is about understanding mental health for men. I can't say what it is like for women because I'm not a woman. It's probably going to be quite similar, but there'll be a few things that are different. But even if you're not a man, I say watch this, because you'll have a man in your life quite possibly. It could be your dad, your uncle, your brother, your partner, a friend. So if you can understand more of what men go through, you might be able to help them and understand them a bit more. And then if nothing else as well, on top of that, it'd be great for men to actually watch something that women go through with mental health and their battle, so we can get a bit more insight and a bit more empathy for one another. So that might be a good idea. Maybe at some stage, if anyone can recommend, maybe I'd get maybe one of you listening, a woman that would like to make a video or a podcast and explain the mental health challenges for women, so men can see what resonates, but we can understand, because knowledge, they say, is power. So that's coming up. My episodes are going to be every Sunday or every Monday. Let me know in the comments who watches more YouTube, on a Sunday night or a Monday night. I'm thinking Sunday, so it's going to be Sunday and Monday, but let me know what works. As always, this episode has gone on longer than I thought. I guess once it just flows, it flows. Thank you so much for all your support. Everybody that watches, everyone that leaves any comments, everyone that subscribes. I'm trying to grow this channel so people who might come across on any given day might just hear something that helps them, that resonates, and just helps them have a slightly better day than they might do otherwise. So all of your engagement, your likes, your subscribes, your comments, it really helps YouTube push me out to more people. Maybe share this video with one person that you think might benefit from this today. I'm sending loads and loads of love. Life with Paul Lem is all about real life stories. I make it up as I go along. I don't practice, I'm not scripted anything, so there's always going to be mistakes along the way, but that's real life. But I want to share what I've learned through the ups and downs of life, often the hard, painful, difficult, expensive way. But I'm putting them all together to create mental health awareness, but to put a positivity and a spin, not just on mental health and life itself. Mental health, challenges in life, difficult moments, they're all amazing opportunities to grow, to be able to put more life perspective together of what's most important and what's just a little bit important. So from me, I'm checking out. It's getting a bit cold here. Thanks so much for joining me. Huge amount of love. Remember, be kind to others, be kind to yourself. So much love. Have a super day. Namaste.